Most people think a cluttered kitchen means they need more storage. Japan thinks the opposite. Many Japanese kitchens are smaller than kitchens in other parts of the world, yet they somehow store more and stay organized every single day. The secret isn't bigger cabinets, it's a smarter system. Instead of letting valuable space go to waste, Japanese homes turn every shelf, every cabinet door, every narrow gap, and every forgotten corner into useful storage. The result is a kitchen that feels cleaner, works faster, and is far less stressful to use. Today, we'll explore 10 genius Japanese cabinet organizers that prove you don't need a bigger kitchen, you just need a better system. One of the biggest differences between Japanese kitchens and most others isn't the appliances or the furniture. It's the way storage is designed. Japanese organization follows a simple principle. Every centimeter should have a purpose. Rather than filling cabinets with random baskets and containers, they create systems where every item has a designated place and can be reached in just a few seconds. These ideas don't require a major renovation, and most of them are surprisingly affordable. Let's start with one of the most overlooked storage spaces in almost every kitchen, the inside of the cabinet door. 1. Cabinet door storage system. When most people look at a cabinet door, they see something that simply opens and closes. Japanese designers see unused storage. That's why the inside of cabinet doors is often fitted with slim racks, hooks, or small organizers for pot lids, cutting boards, plastic wrap, aluminum foil, measuring spoons, and cleaning cloths. Moving these everyday items off the shelves instantly frees up space for larger cookware and food containers without making the kitchen any bigger. It's a simple reminder that creating more storage isn't always about adding new cabinets. Sometimes, it's about making the cabinets you already have work harder. Once everything has a dedicated place, opening the cabinet feels effortless instead of overwhelming. 2. Pull-out basket system. Deep cabinets may look spacious, but much of that space is surprisingly difficult to use. Anything pushed to the back slowly disappears from daily life. Ingredients expire unnoticed, cookware gets forgotten, and finding one item often means pulling everything else out first. Japanese kitchens solve this with pull-out baskets and sliding shelves that bring the entire cabinet to you. Instead of reaching into a dark corner, every item glides forward where it's easy to see and easy to grab. Nothing gets lost, nothing gets buried, and every centimeter of cabinet depth finally becomes useful. It's a smarter system that saves time, reduces food waste, and makes cooking feel far less frustrating. 3. Adjustable shelf risers. Japanese organization follows a simple idea. Empty space is still valuable space. Look inside many kitchen cabinets and you'll often find a large gap above stacked dishes. Most people ignore it. Japanese homes turn it into another shelf. Shelf risers create a second level inside the cabinet, allowing plates, bowls, mugs, and containers to be stored separately instead of balancing in one tall stack. The cabinet suddenly holds more without becoming harder to use. Even better, every dish is easier to reach, so you no longer have to lift an entire pile just to grab the one bowl you need. 4. Vertical tray organizer. Flat storage isn't always the smartest storage. When baking trays, cutting boards, and serving platters are stacked on top of one another, the item you need is almost always at the bottom. Japanese kitchens avoid this by storing them vertically. Simple dividers keep each tray standing upright like books on a shelf, allowing every piece to slide out independently. Not only does this make better use of space, but it also prevents scratches, protects delicate surfaces, and speeds up meal preparation. Instead of wrestling with heavy stacks, you simply grab what you need and start cooking. 5. Corner Lazy Susan system. Japanese homes have a habit of questioning something many of us accept without thinking. Why should any part of a cabinet become dead space? That's exactly why rotating storage trays, often called lazy Susans, are so common in Japanese kitchens. A quick spin brings bottles, sauces, seasonings, and small containers from the very back of the cabinet to the front. Nothing gets forgotten, and every item stays visible instead of disappearing into the corner. It's a clever example of how Japanese design transforms awkward spaces into practical ones, making every cooking session smoother while ensuring that no valuable storage space goes to waste. 6. Undershelf hanging rack. One thing you'll notice in Japanese kitchens is that empty space is rarely left empty. Even the gap underneath a cabinet shelf is seen as valuable storage. Instead of installing more shelves, many Japanese homes simply add slim hanging racks that slide into place without tools or permanent modifications. That hidden space becomes the perfect spot for mugs, small plates, food wraps, napkins, or lightweight containers. It's a small change that's easy to overlook, yet it can dramatically increase storage without making the cabinet feel crowded. Rather than stacking everything higher, Japanese organization makes better use of the space that already exists, keeping everyday essentials within easy reach. 7. Stackable clear bin system. A cabinet can look organized and still hide a surprising amount of clutter. That's because loose items naturally spread out over time. Japanese kitchens solve this by treating similar items as groups instead of individual objects. Snacks stay with snacks, baking supplies stay together, seasonings have their own section. Clear, stackable bins make everything visible at a glance, while simple labels help every family member return items to the right place. When everything has a designated home, grocery shopping becomes easier, forgotten food becomes much less common, and staying organized requires far less effort. 8. Slim gap organizer. Most people walk past narrow spaces without giving them a second thought. The small gap beside a refrigerator, the space between a cabinet and an appliance. Just a few centimeters that seem too small to matter. Japanese homes see those spaces differently. Slim, rolling organizers transform these forgotten gaps into practical storage for spices, cooking oils, bottled drinks, baking trays, or cleaning supplies. The entire organizer slides out smoothly, giving you easy access to items that would otherwise clutter valuable cabinet space. It's another example of a simple Japanese principle. If a space exists, it should have a purpose. 9. Expandable drawer divider system. Opening a messy kitchen drawer can feel like searching through a toolbox. Utensils slide around every time the drawer opens. Measuring spoons disappear beneath larger tools, and somehow, the item you need is always the hardest one to find. Japanese kitchens avoid this with adjustable drawer dividers that create dedicated sections for every category of utensils. Chopsticks stay together, cooking tools stay separated, small accessories remain exactly where they belong. Instead of wasting time searching through a tangled drawer, everything is visible the moment you open it, making cooking smoother from the very first step. 10. Modular food container system. Perhaps the smartest Japanese organizing habit isn't an organizer at all. It's standardization. Instead of storing food in bulky bags, mismatched boxes, and containers of every shape, many Japanese households transfer dry ingredients into modular containers designed to fit together perfectly. Rice, flour, sugar, pasta, beans, and cereal all stack neatly without leaving awkward gaps between them. The shelves instantly become easier to organize. Ingredients stay fresher for longer, and it's obvious when supplies are running low. More importantly, this system transforms the entire cabinet from a collection of random packages into an organized pantry where every container works together, proving that great organization is less about buying more storage and more about designing a system that stays organized every day. Japanese kitchens don't stay organized because people spend more time cleaning. They stay organized because the storage is designed to make organization the easiest option. Every cabinet door has a purpose. Every empty gap becomes useful. Every corner works harder. And every item has a place where it naturally belongs. That's the real lesson behind these Japanese cabinet systems. A well-organized kitchen isn't created by buying more storage. It's created by making better use of the space you already have. Even adopting just one or two of these ideas can make your kitchen feel bigger, cooking feel easier, and everyday routines far less stressful. So, which of these Japanese cabinet organizers would you try first? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed discovering how Japan quietly solves everyday problems through thoughtful design, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and join us for more genius Japanese systems that make everyday life simpler. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.